What's going on, guys? I am True Racer, and in this video we're going to take a look at all the new updates coming to iRacing this build and beyond. There's a bunch of new content coming out that I am very excited about, and I think a lot of people are as well. I got most of this data from the most recent post on the iRacing blog. It was a long one, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people were just skipped over it and said forget about it. So I figured I'd make this video a little shorter, easier to swallow bit of information, and plus add some of my opinions as well. I also got some more information from my own, from some further digging I did, and some other forum posts and responses from the staff. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. Now, the biggest update coming to iRacing is probably the user interface upgrade and change, and it is a big one. For me, what sticks out the most is iRacing changed their logo. That was it sticks out like a sore thumb for me. If you look here, they actually took the .com off their logo, and it's going to take me some getting used to. But nevertheless, other than that, it looks a lot better and a lot more, I guess you can say, user friendly. Because to be honest, the system we're on now is kind of a little choppy. I know when a lot of people get started, I know when I got started, it was difficult to even find out how to race. But this looks like it streamlines the process a lot better, and hopefully it'll be a lot more user-friendly to the new guys. One of the things I see here that actually looks really promising is I kind of like how they say continue your iRacing career, or continue your racing career. That kind of implements like a whole, I get to see like a role-playing game sort of aspect to it. I mean, I know nothing's going to change on the back end, but I think a lot of people are going to see that and be like, oh, well, I'm going to start, and I'm going to build and get better, and then get better and better. So I think from the outsiders looking in, I think that's going to be really appealing to other people. Some other things to note here is it looks like they might be doing some upgrades to the leagues. Leagues has their own little tab down here, so maybe they're going to streamline the whole league process, because that's definitely something that's been growing outside of the core of iRacing is leagues. And I know I haven't done any leagues myself, but it might be something I look into for the 2016 year, hopefully. And some other little notes. This guy's a rookie in both road and oval, so this guy's probably a terrible driver. But it's pretty cool. It looks like they have your helmet up here, and I would like to guess that the rest of these over here are your friends' helmets. One thing I hope they implement is hopefully they'll go with like the trading paint helmets, because I know myself and a lot of other people don't even run the default iRacing helmet decals. They have their own one that they uploaded, the trading paint. So hopefully they can implement the trading paint helmet schemes here. That'll make it a lot easier to spot your friends, if that's specifically what that is for. Other than that, the team racing looks like it's growing as well, and it looks good. I think it's going to be a lot better for the entire community. Now let's jump into some of the other tidbits. And to some even better news, the McLaren MP4-30 is coming out. This build, which is in about T-minus 2 weeks, or less than 2 weeks. So this is something I'm definitely very excited about. It looks glorious. It's nice to have a updated Formula One car. They were saying that that McLaren has never given anybody else as much information about their Formula One car than they have to iRacing. So this is definitely something that's pretty awesome. It also changes a lot for iRacing, because they have to implement the energy recovery system, the kinetic recovery system, and the DRS for this car alone. Although the Renault 3.5 will also have the DRS, but we'll get into that later. So this car looks beautiful. This is one screenshot of it, and then here's a back-end screenshot and another back-end one. I'll put a link to some of these IMGAR for the rest of these pictures if you guys want to check them out some more. Also, it sounds pretty good too. This is a quick little audio. I'll shut up. That doesn't tickle your sim racing genitals, I don't know what will. But this is definitely something that looks Looks pretty awesome. It's definitely going to change things up because next year they're going to run this in the iRacing World Championship, or I forget what they call it. But definitely, we'll see if Gregory Hutu can dominate with the McLaren just as much as he dominated with the Williams car. We will see. Also, they're implementing the new, or not new, but they're coming out with different tire compounds as well. They said it's probably not going to make this first build, but they definitely want to have it in there for the first race of the iRacing Championship. So that's definitely going to mix things up. I wonder if it's only going to be this car that they're going to have different tire compounds for, or if it's going to be other ones as well. I would think they do they'll have it for the Indy car and maybe some of the other real world racing series that use alternative tires. So that's definitely something that's really cool. Definitely looking forward to that. And if these updates weren't awesome enough, this is another thing that's coming out in a couple of weeks. That's right, we have the full ring, the Nordschleife, and the GP circuit as well. So this is definitely something that I'm looking forward to. I remember I've turned many laps on the Nürburgring back in the Forza days. So this is definitely going to be quite fun, to say the least. They're going to have something that this might upset some people. It's going to come out in 2 different tracks, so you're going to have to pay for it twice, more or less. They're going to come out with a GP track and its configurations, and then the full Nordschleife track and some of its configurations. And if you have both, then you can kind of combine them to have all the configurations. So it's definitely going to cost. It's going to cost a little bit more, but they definitely put a lot of work into it. So I definitely think it'll be worth it. But I know there's going to be a lot of the haters saying, "Ugh, why do I got to pay twice when all the other ones are free with tires?" Get over it, pay for it, and enjoy it and have some fun, because it's going to be awesome racing here and really enjoyable. I'm not sure what's going to happen, how they're going to do the full ring with races. It's going to be like 2-lap races, but we'll see. Also, they said that they're going to come out with a possible Nürburgring specific series where all I do is run the Nürburgring. I think it was the VLN series, which is a real world one that they're going to try and match. This could be good and bad. It'll definitely be fun if you just want to run nothing but the ring, but I think it might dilute a lot of the GT3 cars and stuff, because they already have like a couple different series for them. But we'll see how it works out. It'll definitely be a popular series for season 1, that's for sure. But I don't know about its validity in the long run. We'll see. Only time will tell. There's many more awesome things to come out because they're doing the Nürburgring. They actually are doubling the pits in the Nürburgring as well as I think Daytona, Spa, and Sebring for the big long races, so that you can now have 60 people in a race for a specific race, and they're hoping to do it with some other tracks down the road, but they definitely got these 4 big ones that they do the long races for. So that's going to be quite interesting for the endurance racing, having 60 drivers on track. That'll be pretty cool. And now to turn the awesomeness down a bit, there's a little bit about oval racing. They're coming out with a new oval track. It's called Southern National Motorsports Park, which is 4/10 of a mile, left turning only track. Some people will enjoy it. I will probably pass on it. But then let's turn the awesomeness factor back up again. We have debris coming. Okay, this is kind of a build on some like the marbles and stuff like that. What they're talking about when they say debris is it's going to be like backfires, grass, gravel, and there was a couple other ones, gravel, dirt, and the marbles and stuff. So it's definitely going to be a lot more dynamic. It's going to get a lot more dynamic. For this current build, they said it's only going to be just the sounds, like different sounds and stuff when you go off here and there. But they're going to implement later, it's actually going to adjust the way the car handles if you ride in the dirt, or if you ride in the grass, or if you pick some stuff and it'll throw it off the tire. So this build is coming with just the sound implementations of the debris. I think the next build they're going to have actual different traction variations with the different debris on your tires. So we'll definitely be looking forward to that. That's going to create a lot more of a dynamic and pure racing environment. Also, they said since it'll be building up on the tire, you'll actually be able to see it on the tire in the open wheel cars. I do remember seeing a bunch, like a couple months ago. Actually, it was almost like probably about a year ago. There was like a screenshot taken of a tire that had debris on it. I tried to look for it for about 30 minutes. I couldn't find it. If anybody remembers where that screenshot is, maybe it was definitely a spoiler and a half. But yeah, if anybody knows where that is, share it down below. We'll all take a look at it. Now, some of these next things are not going to be in this build, but they're definitely going to be coming out throughout the year and most likely in the next build. In the next build, they said they're going to try and have 4 cars out. The 4 cars being the brand new MX-5 you see here, as well as the Mercedes. What is it? The Mercedes, a Mercedes GT3 car, the Audi R8 LMS, and the Formula Renault 2.0. So this is definitely a good time to be in iRacer. 2016 iRacing is definitely planning on growing, and with possibility of 4 cars next build, it's definitely going to be pretty awesome. The MX-5 is going to be free, and that's just going to replace the old MX-5. So that's going to be that's going to make a lot of people happy on the rookie side of things. For anybody looking to run the MX-5, I'll probably turn a couple laps in it and put it back in the garage to never drive again. But I'll still have some fun with it. We'll see how it goes. The other cars, the GT3 cars, that's just going to liven up the GT3 series very much. So that's pretty cool. And one of the things that I'm most excited about is the Formula Renaults. The Formula Renault 2.0, that one they said is the furthest along, so that one's guaranteed for next build, because that's definitely good for me. That'll be my next progression in my Road to F1 series that I'm doing on YouTube. So that's definitely I'm glad that one's coming out. There was a couple in the what's it called? In the article, they don't actually ever mention the Renault 3.5. Which was interesting to me. So I did some more research, and I think it is, where is it at? Here it is. The guy asked about it. Tony kind of clarified some things. The MX-5 is coming next build, and he said all the other cars are looking like they're coming for next build. Tony didn't originally say anything about the 3.0. Somebody asked. He says, we have complete data on the 3.5, and right now the plans are to still build it. The situation with the 3.5 is, as soon as they signed the contract, that program got taken away, so there's not even going to be a 3.5 series anymore. It's changing to the Formula 3 and Formula 2, so there might be a little bit of bitterness there, but I don't know. Hopefully, I would prefer maybe they just scrap that one and go with an actual Formula 2 car and specific Formula 3 car. Before they dive too deep into it. I'm definitely going to be working with the Formula Renault 2.0, but if they have all the data and they can bring it, definitely bring it out. But I do prefer having the specific car that's actually racing currently. But we'll see how it works out. Either way it'll be good. So it's definitely coming, but next build, or the March build, it's almost guaranteed to have at least 2, probably 3, hopefully 4 new cars coming that build. As far as future tracks that are coming out, there's 2 big ones, 2 mainstream tracks they're pushing for. The March build, they said Imola they say it's penciled in, so hopefully soon. That's their soon. So hopefully, but it's not guaranteed. And then the Lasarth, the big Lasarth for Le Mans, they want to have that one by June. So that is one I'm really hoping for, because that's going to be another 24-hour race. And I'm pretty sure they're going to push really hard for that one to try and really get it out for that race, since it's literally the biggest endurance race out there. So I think they're really going to push for that one. Hopefully Imola will come out then too. But I don't know. We will see. Definitely looking forward to both those tracks. But the ring will definitely keep us busy until then. Lastly, I kind of wanted to go over some of the things that are being updated on the back end of iRacing. I kind of want to keep this to the end because I'm not exactly sure how it all works and how it implements and what changes. So I kind of want to ask you guys to help me out and help the rest of the community out. If you kind of know what's going on, then please feel free to inform us down below so we can all learn and gather as much information as possible. They're implementing the DX11. This is something... I'm not a computer guy, I gotta be honest. So it's not something I'm too familiar with. Just what I pick up here, it's gonna be a lot better for them and for us, and things will run smoother. But one thing it says, it might be a little bit more taxing on your system, so I think I might have to finally upgrade. I definitely can always use some better computer parts, but don't tell the wife. So yeah, let me know exactly what's coming with the DX11 and what changes and how that makes iRacing better. Another thing that was kind of weird to me, not exactly sure how it's implements and things of that nature, is, where's it at? Oh, it's here. It goes. They're going to I'll read the paragraph. We have also taken on another huge behind-the-scenes project, namely upgrading our back-end hardware and technology. We are porting the code from commercial infrastructure to an open source infrastructure. This will allow for more easily scale our servers for larger events or when there's a large influx of users. I want to ask, what does it mean go from commercial infrastructure to an open source infrastructure? When I hear open source, I think, are they going to start having like modders come in and change things, or you can be able to mod things yourself? That's something I hope they don't have. I kind of like just to keep it singular and everybody's kind of on the same stuff, and leave the open source guys to like rFactor and some of the other ones, or not, or the modders to those. But this definitely looks good in the fact that they're either really expecting a big growth in 2016 with all this new updates and stuff like that. That's why they say they want to be able to scale their servers. And it also looks like it means that the big races are going to be easy. I remember last year, I think it was the Daytona 500, they couldn't get all the servers. The servers crashed on the weekend. So hopefully those won't ever happen again. But nevertheless, let me know exactly how that changes the system, or if we'll probably just never even notice it and it'll just be a nice, smoother system for us to hook and jab with. Now, to wrap things up, I kind of did a quick little Excel spreadsheet to let you guys know what's coming in which build. So this build coming up now is the new user interface, the McLaren MP4, the ERS, the KERS, the DRS, the Ring, 2 tracks, the new VLN series, doubling the pits to 60 car grids, debris sound only, and the Southern National Motorsports Park. Now, I will note that the new user interface was not actually confirmed 100%, but it was not denied. I think they're on the point where it's going to be there unless something, they run into a snag or something. But I'm just going to put it in this build because I'm hoping for it, but it's not actually 100% confirmed this build. March build, the different tire compounds, hopefully not just for the Formula 1, but for some other series as well. The debris effects, the DX11, the new MX-5, the Mercedes AMG GT, Audi R8 LMS, Imola, and the Renault 2.0. These are all hopeful. I don't think they'll all make it, but definitely, hopefully they'll do it. And they're trying to have in the June build the Le Mans. But some of these are definitely looking pretty awesome. It is definitely going to be a good year. It's definitely going to be a good year to be an iRacer, and I'm definitely going to stick around for the whole year and beyond. But nevertheless, that definitely wraps things up for this video. I hope it helped you guys out learning, and hope this was a lot easier of a pill to swallow than that entire article. But I will put that article in the description below anyway for you guys to check that out and get some more information of it on your own. Nevertheless, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, stay true and race on. And subscribe because you like my dog. He's DJ.